Hello students, once again I welcome you all in the next online class of biology, and we are discussing about the tissues. Yes, the group of cells, the group of particular cells which are same in structure and function, right? So I hope the first part or the introduction of this chapter was clear and you must have done the questions also. So now coming on to the types of tissues. Firstly, we'll discuss about the plant tissues. There are so many. So just focus on the flow chart and I'll ask you to draw it in your notebooks also. And we'll be discussing all these in detail. So what is all there in these types of plant tissues? Mainly there are two types of plant tissues. The meristematic one and the permanent one. Meristematic ones are those cells which are capable of cell division, or I should say which are living, right? And the permanent ones on the contrary are those which are mature enough or incapable of cell division. Mainly they are dead ones, I should say, right? So these are the mainly the broadly two categories of plant tissues, the meristematic and the permanent. Now coming on to the further subcategories of permanent tissues, they are the simple one and the complex one. Simple tissues are those which are composed of single type of cells. That's why they are simple, they are easy to study because they are having the single type of cells. And the complex ones, they are having the more than one type of cell, like us, the multicellular organisms, right? So that's why we are complex ones. Now again the subcategories of these two. The simple ones are subdivided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. And the complex ones are subdivided into xylem and phloem. So all these categories we are going to discuss in this plant tissues, but not in one class because I don't want to make a khichdi in your minds. So today we will only discuss about the first category, that is the meristematic tissues. Okay. So what is meristematic tissue, or commonly they are also called meristem. Just now I told you they have the power to divide to form new cells, right? So if they have power to divide in forming the new cells, means they will increase in length or the other parts. Absolutely, if the cells are getting divided, the length, girth, everything will be increased. There will be growth, right? So increase in length and girth means the width of the plants, and they are found in the growing areas of plants. Now what are these growing areas? We'll discuss. They are given in the diagrams, right? These new cells which are produced by the meristem, they are similar to the meristem, but as they grow their characteristics change and they differentiate. Like the younger ones of human beings, when they are born, we see the resemblance, right? But when they grow, they have the other characteristics by nature, by behavior, right? So same way, here also it happens. Now what are the main characteristics of these? The cells are active, or I should say living, right? That's why they are capable of cell division. So these cells are living. They have dense cytoplasm and thin cellulose walls, prominent nuclei and lack of vacuole. Now why the vacuole is less? It is not there because the vacuole gives the rigidity to the cells and they prevent the cell division, the quick cell division. That's why they lack the vacuole, because here the main function is cell division. So they lack the vacuole. If the question comes, you must be knowing the answer, right? Now these cells need a dense cytoplasm and soft cell wall so that they can easily divide, right? Now there are three types of meristematic tissue depending on their location. See the picture, students. There are three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem and lateral meristem. So now these three depending on the location and function. The first one, that is the apical meristem. It is where it is located on the growing tips of shoot. Shoot, you know, shoot and root system of plant. Shoot system above the ground, root system below, right? So the growing tips of shoots and the root, the growing tips, okay, means mainly the endings. They are there, the apical meristem is found, and the main function is to increase the length of the plant. Obviously if this is the plant, this is the branch, and this tip, the apical meristem is there, and if the meristem is there, growth will be, it means the length is increasing, the length of the plant is increasing, right? Same way, if the root tips have apical meristem, the length of roots will increase, right? So the main function is the primary growth, the length increases. Now the next type of meristem is intercalary. Now the location is, it is located at the base of leaves or the internodes. See the picture? Both the pictures they have showed the plant also, and the other one is the section, so that it will become more clear to you, right? So the location is at the base of leaves or internodes. You know the internodes, in between the nodes, the space in, okay? So see the intercalary meristem is shown in both the pictures, and its function is to increase in length of organ like leaves and internodes. Their function was, the apical meristem was complete length, right? The height of plant was getting increased, right? But here the intercalary one, I am telling you the difference because the confusion must come in your minds. Many of you will have this confusion. So apical meristem, the height of the plant will increase, that length. And intercalary, the organ's length, means the leaves or the internodes, their length will increase, right? Now the third type of meristem is lateral meristem, and it is found at on the sides of stem and roots. See the picture? It is again of two types, cork cambium and vascular cambium, and the main function is to increase the diameter and girth, the trunk of the tree or plant, the girth of the plant. So that is increased because it is located at the sides, right? So it will increase the girth or the trunk, right? And the apical one at the points, it will increase the height. So I hope all these three types of meristems are clear. There is an activity given in your books, that is activity 6.1. Just try to do that activity. It's very simple, and try to find out the answers also. With that, there are some recapitulation questions. Whichever things we have discussed today, according to them, some questions are given. Just answer them orally, need not to write them. Just see the questions and try to answer, because if everything is understood, you must be knowing these answers. And then in notebook, you need to do these things. Draw this flow chart which I have shown today, as well as define the meristematic and permanent tissue, and the in-text question 2 given on page 73 of your book. I hope everything is clear, whichever things we have discussed today. And in the next class, we will discuss the next, that is permanent tissue. Okay students, till the next time, keep updating your knowledge, keep revising, and yes, complete your holiday homeworks as well as this online classwork. Thank you and have a great day.